I got the coffee.
George? Got it right here.
George, you gotta start homebrewing some coffee, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, that thing's terrible for me, dude.
No, it's not. It's milk.
Yeah,
I'm
it
telling
is.
you. I'm telling you.
Coffee's bad for you?
Dude, last time I had coffee, Blake knows the story. We traveled
Is
to
this Orlando?
Yeah, we went to Orlando.
Nah. All right, so we went there for champs. Hitch.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And I had coffee. I was like, I never have coffee in the morning. Let me have
Flying
coffee.
back to
Because
Raleigh.
there was me, Blake, and Brandon. And we all stopped at Starbucks. So we're like, all right, let's go get some coffee. Oh, and I got coffee. Literally, we landed in Orlando. I'm like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom.
George starts walking a little fast with
Oh,
the
dude.
suitcase. And I was like, yo, you good? He was like, I just gotta use the restroom. Bro, I swear we got to
literally-
our gate like 25 minutes in advance. And it's like last call. And I'm like texting George. I'm like, dude, come on. And he's like, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I can't.
Dude, every like 25 minutes on, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. Dude, that thing, it killed me.
She'll go right through you, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know
dude.
how this podcast started with a poop story, but do you guys remember I think it was all three of us riding in the back of or was that? It was some COD tournament, and I was in the back of an Uber, and it was like a 30-minute ride to the airport, and I was sitting there dying.
No, yeah,
Like,
I remember. You were right next
like-
to me.
Dude.
Remember, I was going to
I wasn't here for this.
I think we were with Brandon, I think, Blake, because Brandon was up front, and there was me in the back with you on the side.
So did we both have a crazy poop story?
The same.
From-
yeah,
champs?
yeah, it was the same chance, like. And
We
I
were
remember,
poisoned by it.
I remember you were
Starbucks.
like, dude, I was about to stop the
I almost made him pull over at a gas station.
yep.
I
remember
haven't
that.
had that feeling in years. I'm
Dude.
sitting in the back seat, like everybody's got a different trick.
Yeah.
Like some people do like breathing
I
exercises.
saw you
Some
moving
people,
like,
dude, I'm like fidgeting. I'm like crossing my feet. I'm like singing songs in my head. Literally, my stomach's like.
oh,
Like, no,
100%.
It's like
It's
when you're hungry on Raft.
Oh yeah, that's exactly how it was.
Oh my god, dude.
That was the worst. Just even thinking about that makes me physically
dude, that's
uncomfortable. I made you get my suitcase. I was like, George, get my suitcase. I ran.
I remember.
I ran.
I think it was
into the
going
place.
towards the airport. Yeah.
Dude, that is so funny.
Yeah.
I used to
Ceased.
whenever I like first started doing vlogs and stuff in the Scuff House, I used to always go to Starbucks in the morning, come back, and then Blake and I would Skype, and then I would work on my vlog.
Yeah, that
And
caramel macchiato.
well, it for a little while it was the cold brews,
Okay.
because I thought they were a little bit better for you than
Yeah.
the caramel macchiatos.
I love the caramel
are.
macchiatos. I
But
love
the cold brews, they give you
they
give you-
Drano.
they give you 5 minutes of leeway, and then they give you 15 seconds of warning, and then it's you gotta be there.
Game
Like
time,
It's not in the label.
I'd be like, I'll be right back, Blake. And I'd be gone.
Must be within 6 feet of restroom at all times.
And it was so bad I had to stop drinking cold brews. Went back to
Right.
caramel macchiatos, like
Cold brew is something fierce though.
basic white bitch. Yeah, isn't it like very concentrated?
Yeah.
It's
So,
basically like an energy drink coffee, kind of.
It's basically coffee that's steeped forever. So it's like if you left the tea bag in the tea for like overnight and just
Yeah.
let every ounce of caffeine get into the drink as
easy.
possible, then
Okay.
yeah.
I wonder if it's the caffeine.
It
What
could
are
be
we
the
do-
milk, I think.
I
That
don't
like
know.
bothers me.
It's
at
not the
least.
milk.
The-
It can't be the milk. I drink-
I don't know
I
if
don't
it's
know.
caffeine though. I mean, it's probably like some coffee, like
The
very well
beans?
educated person's probably going to be like, it's the something oils that are extracted in the coffee, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
It's the
know
poop
enough about
oils.
coffee to know
It's
it's the
the
poop
poop
oils.
oils.
It's the poop oils in the coffee. You should try and do some homebrew coffee and see if it has less poop oils.
I'm just gonna go to Starbucks and be like, the one with the less poop
Hey.
on it."
Just go up to the
Hey,
lady.
I got a
the
cold brew last time. It had way too much poop oil. In it. Like a different
You
one.
get like a really attractive barista. You're just like, which was gonna make me poop less?
close do I need to be to the back?
She's just like, what?
Oh my god, bro! Some people's Starbucks orders have me in stitches in the morning. My favorite morning. This one, I literally it kind of like when someone just has a glimpse of America, and you're like, oh, okay, so that's how our culture is perceived.
Yeah.
I go in the morning, and this lady's walking up, and so I'm like, oh, like I love seeing what people's coffee drinks are, and when you walk into a coffee shop and someone's like, hey Joe, like I got you. And like makes whatever.
Yeah.
This lady walks in and she walked in hella confident. I was like, okay. She grabs like this energy berry drink from the where all the snacks are at Starbucks. Yep. Grabs the energy drink and says, 1 cake pop, please. And it is 9 a.m. and she got an energy juice drink and cake pop at Starbucks.
At Starbucks, that's it.
Yeah. Shit happens.
That's
dude.
Great.
One time, I'll never forget, it was in high school. Every once in a while, when my mom was in a super good mood, she would we'd drive through that Starbucks, right by Wakefield. Mm-hmm. We'd drive through there.
It's the worst Starbucks ever.
Yeah, it's terrible.
The worst.
And well, actually, we weren't driving through for some reason. We went in, and maybe because the line in that Starbucks every morning.
George, just to you know Wakefield.
Yep.
There is how many white moms that drive
in that area?
Cadillacs in that area?
I think all the white
one Starbucks.
I think all the white moms. I think all the white moms in the world spawn in Wakefield. I think that's their home beacon.
And there is one Starbucks the size of a closet. I don't get it. And now there's another one. Thank God.
Wait, where?
Holy cow.
Where like the Target and the Staples and stuff are? Like out the back way. Yep. It's down there. There's Chipotle there too.
What?
Mm-hmm.
They wait till I leave.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at that Starbucks inside, and I walk back out. I get in the car, and my mom was like fixing her coffee, and it was like cold, so I was like warming up, in the car. And I look in the door, and there's like it's a glass door in the Starbucks. My mom's coming out, and I see a guy. He has just a regular coffee, top off of the coffee. He has the sugar thing, and he's doing this, like this, and it's just a Niagara Falls of sugar, and he does this, and I was 15, 16, and I will never forget it. I looked at him like, and my mom was like. She was like, "Look at that guy," and I was like, "He's just mountain of fucking sugar," and he's just mixing it with his other hand. I was like, "Holy hell!" Dude.
Yeah, I could tell that was like a formative memory when you were like, I was warming my hands, and I was
because I'm sitting there like
details.
I was sitting there like, what is this? What's this dude doing?
What's this boy doing with the...
What's this double stuff?
Double Dutch.
Dude, that is crazy.
Right, but for real, George, coffee's all right. Just try without milk. I just want to know.
I like coffee. I don't mind it.
I try and spread the gospel on it.
That was literally the last time I had coffee.
was Champs.
Yeah, at Champs. Literally.
That's nuts. Do you ever have like energy drinks or something?
Yeah, I have Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be the poop oils.
It's got to be the poop oils for sure, dude. In middle school, because you guys didn't go to my middle school, but they used to have.
Nope.
They used to have.
What was the name of your middle school, real quick?
What? Wakefield. Oh, you're talking about my elementary school.
Oh, something crazy. What is it?
Mount Energy.
Mount Energy.
How is that not off for Route 49 in Pokemon? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
This is about energy. My gym leader was president or principal.
My gym leader was president of Mount Energy. Yeah. He's kind of a big deal. Your principal's name is Brock.
Yeah, right?
Lieutenant Surge.
What were you saying?
I forgot. What was I talking about? Oh, my middle school. Yeah, they used to have cookies every single day, and you could buy a cookie. Yep. I don't know if that was how.
I was like, what?
Yeah, we
gave middle schoolers. That sounds like the worst idea.
No, like in the lunch line, like you could get cookies, as if it was like Subway. So there was like chocolate chip cookies, macadamia nut cookies, and then they had these double fudge cookie, double. They had these double fudge stuff. So they had these like brown, like all brown chocolate, and then with like white chocolate kisses inside of it.
Okay.
They had it every day. It
Holy
was
cow.
bomb. But you had to eat it. And then 10 minutes later, you felt like dog shit. Like, and it happened every
Every
single day. And
But you
every
went back?
day, I still went back and got the cookies. Every day. I think about it now and I'm like, what an idiot. Like, what would I do?
Yep.
Like, why was I doing that? But I'd sit there and I used to eat in my theater class. I don't know why.
Okay.
My whole theater class used to
theater
eat.
class.
Hell yeah, Miss Lyons. Oh, you didn't go to my middle school. Oh, dude. I forget. We went to high school together.
Go to Mount Energy.
That's elementary.
Okay. You went to Wakefield Middle.
I was actually. I'm not gonna brag, but
Here we go. Here we go.
I landed the role of Peter in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So
Ooh.
I'm kind of a big.
Who is Peter?
I was gonna say,
real proud of you, bro. I don't know who the hell.
don't know.
Peter
Wait, you
is.
never saw Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
Mm-mm, I didn't.
Nope.
Well,
We
I got-
should have come to your middle school.
Yeah.
I have,
Did
I
you
would
go
be
to
so
my
much-
middle school? Mount Energy.
More educated.
I have
Do you
MA
remember?
education.
Do you remember any of like your warm ups in theater class? Because those are always so interesting to me.
Unique New York. That's the only one I remember.
That's like from Anchorman.
Oh shit. Then maybe that wasn't it. Wait, no, I think we still did that one though. Maybe she
Okay.
got it from Anchorman.
I don't know if they made it there or not. They probably just used it, but that's like the one I see. all
Shit,
the
then
time.
maybe that's probably just my mind. Just there
Yeah.
were a lot though. We actually
Dude,
we used to do this thing. The only thing I really remember was we'd all get in a circle and then she would say, "Okay, count off," and a person would have to go 1, and then another person would have to go 2. But you couldn't do it in order, and if 2 people spoke at the same time,
you had to
you'd have to
start
start over.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
But
But
it-
one.
Yeah.
It doesn't. 3.
God, we're so talented.
TST Peter.
We're so
I'm getting
much
Peter.
so much better than my 6th grade class. Yeah, 6th grade class. But I was just like, I think back on it now, and I was like, they were just wasting time. Because how are you supposed to do that?
Maybe it's like reading cues.
Yeah, just
Or
like
something or
looking at each
something.
other.
Yeah, it's
but
like-
but there were like
Are you
30.
gonna
There were like
say 4.
there were 30 of us,
2 people looking at each other like, I got
30, dude.
and we had to get to 30.
Oh, do you guys remember like passing drills in soccer? And if one person messed up the pass, then you had to start over. Do you guys ever have those?
Yes.
I don't know if
I don't even like.
maybe I
remember.
did, but I don't remember.
You'd have to
the-
like dribble around 2 cones and pass it
Yeah.
through something, and everybody kept going in a circle, and you had to like make it 2 times through.
I just
Dude,
literally don't
And then
remember.
like that
drills
one
in
kid
general.
that's just got
horrible.
horrible
donkey
passing.
touch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro.
Rough stuff.
Soccer drills were. Dude, that's why I liked high school so much more.
Why? Because it was
Why?
Because it
more
was
games?
just. Yeah, we would practice for like 30 minutes, and then the last 30 minutes we would just scrim each other.
Oh,
and then Blake and I played Elite, and it was just like, it was a
Oh, yeah, I was the same thing,
that's why I
like-
quit. That's why I quit.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Blake
think
and I-
Elite is what killed my passion for soccer.
Oh,
because-
yeah, 'cause
Elite
it's
is
just
Black
drills.
Ops 4 tournaments.
Yeah, it's just drills, and
It's
drills.
just drills, dude. It's just pass.
Oh, it's just they
And it-
hated Blake and I. Like we didn't do any drills, dude. We
On what?
literally.
Oh, what was that?
we were
What's the
on-
last time we played together? Black?
I quit
Black?
during Black. Yeah.
Yeah,
before,
Black.
Before I
Yeah.
went to Premiere. Yep.
Yep.
Literally, they hated Blake and I because we didn't do drills. We just hated it.
You
Dude,
don't
li-
look, if you do that for a career, go for it. But like when you're a kid that's got high school and homework,
Yeah,
teach me how to shoot on goal,
yeah,
Yep.
teach the midfielders how to send through balls, and teach
And
the defenders
pass.
how to defend. That's
yeah,
it. Everything else is just like
yeah.
Yeah.
muscle memory. It'll come
Dude,
while you play.
Jesus, man, I
So broken. You
Yep.
remember how mad our coach used to get? He was like, "Why our finishing's terrible?" And I was like, "I
Yep.
haven't shot on goal in 6 months.
Oh yeah.
dude, we like
I
wouldn't
play
shoot.
striker."
Mm-hmm.
It was so weird. Like we wouldn't shoot.
Nah, he's
like
the
we would
worst coach, bro.
we would do fitness and then
If you're watching, I hope you like in a bowling league or something now, coach. You're trash.
In a bowling league.
It was
I always
terrible.
I always just like the friendly coaches. Like those were my favorite coaches.
Yeah.
Like
I think my
like
last like pretty serious favorite coach was Dalpy. I don't know if you ever had Dalpy.
Is he
You
in
like
Premiere,
Dalpy?
right? Was he in
I didn't
Premiere?
mind him just because he cracked jokes all the time. All right, let me tell you guys a formative memory while we're on it. So
Mhm.
I played Premiere with Brandon
yeah.
for podcast. That's Brandon the Black Guy, if you know him. So we're on Premiere together, and we were just like doing some warm up. We're all like putting our cleats on, and people were talking, and someone said like, Brandon, like you get hella ladies, and I was like, Brandon was like, bro, I get so much ass, like please. And Dalpy walks by and goes, Brandon, the only ass you get is when your fingers slip through the toilet paper. And I was like,
We're like juniors in high school.
I'm just sitting there tying my cleats, like, oh my god, oh my god, Brandon,
Brandon, you just got roasted.
Well, Dalpy fucking loved Brandon,
That's probably why.
but he didn't like me. I don't know. I don't know though. He might have. I can't.
I don't know.
remember.
He was just like, I'll take personality. I don't really care if you're like
good at.
like a
Good at
bad
coaching.
coach because I'm not taking it that seriously. As long as we shoot on goal and like I don't hate practice
Yeah.
because you're taking it dumb serious.
Dude, I used to
High
like
schoolers
dread.
and, like-
I used to like dread going to practice, like
Oh, yeah.
elite
Oh, yeah.
practice. But then we would like listen to music in the locker room at high school practice, and it was like the most fun
Right.
ever.
Well, high school was always chill. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, we had games 2 days a week. Tuesday, Thursday was games.
Hell
Monday, Wednesday, Friday practice. Tuesday, Thursday games.
yeah,
It's like
Can you
we played
imagine
all
that
the
schedule?
time.
It was soccer every day.
you played all the time,
bro. And then sometimes like for elite, like we'd have to
when there was a
Yeah.
overlap,
overlap. We'd have to because we'd practice
double up.
What we practice every day? No, we practice every day for high school, but 2 times a week or
2 days
three,
a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 days a
Might
week.
have been
3. It might have been 3. Monday, Wednesday,
Might have
Friday.
been 3.
Monday,
Yeah,
Wednesday,
might have been
Thursday,
3.
something like that.
I know that happened a lot.
It was
in
like
middle school.
grind,
They
dude.
stopped-
I
they
only
stopped.
had like 1 year of overlap. And
Yeah,
then
that's
they,
what I'm saying.
kind of
They-
changed it
they
because I think
changed
kids
it.
were like having health problems because
Yeah,
was
they
so much
changed it.
work.
They
Oh
changed-
yeah,
that-
yeah,
that
yeah.
That happened a lot in middle school, but I remember in high school that didn't happen that often.
I think I only had that once.
Mhm.
Do y'all ever miss soccer?
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, I miss the sport, but I don't miss the.
The grind.
I know it would never be the same if I played it now. So like,
Yeah.
I talked to like my dad and stuff, and he's like, "You ever think about like joining like an adult league?" And I'm like, "Yes, but I don't want to play with people I don't know."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
The skill level is so broad in an adult league that it would just be like playing pickup indoor. It's
Yep.
like if
Yeah.
I had both of you guys and we all lived in Raleigh and we played an adult
Oh, we
league,
would do it.
there's
I would do
enough
it.
of us to like negate all the other people that probably suck. And I'm sure they're
Yep.
super nice, but
Yep.
like it would just be terrible if
It
you're like
wouldn't-
trying to take it seriously and then everybody
Yeah.
else is just like
Yeah.
talking about mortgages. Yeah.
Yeah. The last time I played organized soccer, I got a red card and kicked out of a co-ed league.
What?
So that
Dude, what the
Solid track record.
yeah. I don't know.
Nice.
I think back and I must have been like a psychopath at the time because I said some stuff that I'm not allowed to say now. And I don't know why
Cool.
I said it. I don't know why. It was a
Yeah.
co-ed league in college and I got kicked out.
The last thing I played was that charity tournament with Brandon.
Oh yeah, when you were talking
Yeah.
shit in the charity tournament.
Yep. I had a
Like
charity
said,
tournament.
Blake was like, me and
Yeah.
Brendan were talking mad shit
Well,
at
bro,
the charity
it's
not-
tournament.
it's not
I was like,
competitive.
cool,
Bro,
Blake.
okay. The only reason that started, let me explain this very quickly. So, like, there was no goalies, very small goals. They're not like pug goals, they're like the in betweens. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still a rectangle, but stupid small. And there
Yep.
was like a little goalie box around them, kind of like it is in hockey, where it's like that little semicircle. And you couldn't touch the ball within the semicircle.
The
and It's like
circle.
2 meters around it. So you
Yep.
essentially couldn't dribble it into the goal. You had to pass it in the goal.
Yep.
I dribbled it into the goal one time. Like I burned a kid, dribbled it into the goal, and their whole team was screaming like, "He touched it in the box!" And the ref was like, "I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Did you touch it in the box?" And I was like, "Absolutely not." Like, no. And their whole team got livid. Then they got clocked. Then I tried to bump fists with a guy, and he pushed me in a charity tournament. These are all like Guatemalans or something. I was like, one, why are you here? Like, what are you doing in this charity tournament?
Did you guys win the
Everybody
whole
got-
tournament?
Oh, everybody got fried. We took the
Jeez.
victory picture before we played our first game. That's how confident I was.
You were doing
Yep.
the number
And
one.
then we won the tournament. I was like, I told you guys. To be fair, it was Steph's first time ever watching me play soccer.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
So
So
I
you were
was like-
going dumb hard.
I
Like-
was-
Blake was going
Dumb
down.
hard. Duh, me and Brandon were frying.
Were y'all married at the
Yeah.
time?
Yep.
Damn, y'all dated for 5-6 years before she
And that
ever
was
saw
a
you
big
play.
part. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a big
I mean,
part
she
of
watched me
Lake's
play
life.
Ultimate all the time, like in
Oh.
college, because that's what I played in college. But never
Damn.
soccer. And it would, like, we go and play indoor, but it's not like Steph's gonna come
Yeah.
ride with us to indoor and sit there for an
of
hour and a
course.
half while we.
That is
Oh,
true.
yeah.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I guess.
Yep. It's
My-
I mean, when you're not in an organized league, how are you gonna watch it?
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Dude, I love indoor, but indoor gets you tired quick.
Dude.
I love indoor, dude.
The last
Nothing
time,
gets
the
me
last
gassed like
time we,
indoor.
the last time we played indoor,
Yeah.
it was like, and then I was like,
yeah.
like dying, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
like can't breathe, dying.
And the role in indoor is like you score and then you stay.
You
so if
stay.
keep winning.
Yeah, we
Winner
kept
stays.
winning, and I was
I
like,
love winner stays though, dude. Yep.
Blake
we
kept
lose?
scoring, and I was like, dude, stop,
Stop.
like,
Score.
stop, please.
Just contain the ball.
Just pass around. I'm over there,
God.
just like prancing around middle map, just ball, middle map. Did you hear that? I said middle
We
map.
are gamers, bro. We are. We
Holy
are
shit.
full time.
Maybe I need to
Wow.
play. Maybe I need to play.
Next time we
soccer
hang
again.
out, we're playing indoor, dude.
Yeah,
I love
for
playing
sure.
indoor.
Dude,
So
Castro.
much.
Castro, do you know who Castro is? Like the
Yep,
top
the
FIFA
FIFA
streamer.
guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He plays indoor and he takes his streaming equipment and he streams himself playing indoor leagues.
It's actually kind of
Wow,
nice.
Yeah.
That's
Kinda
insane.
sick.
It's super sick. And obviously his whole fan base is like FIFA people. So
Yeah. That's
I don't
cool.
know. Yeah, there's got to be something we
Little
could.
IRL.
Yeah, that would be
Oh, dude, that'd
something
be
like
cool.
that would be crazy.
Heck yeah.
Remember our your little sequences at that little park near my house for your vlogs? where
Yeah.
we'd cross it and
Mm.
hit volleys.
Oh,
Hell
stuff?
yeah.
Yep.
I love that little park though. That place is clean.
Yeah. I miss
Mm.
being athletic. I still have the hand-eye coordination for anything,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but it's
It's gonna be a really sad day when I go back to do something that I haven't done in a while and I'm not good.
Not even half
'Cause
as good.
It hasn't happened yet,
yeah,
and I know
it's
it's
gonna
suck
happen. Yeah,
It's gonna
so
happen.
bad when it happens, dude.
yeah. It
God,
hasn't.
like every time I wakeboard, I
Mhm.
like get in the water and like get ready to wakeboard because I don't wakeboard that often.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
What if I?
what if
suck?
this is the time and I can't get up?
Today's the
And I
day.
can't stand up. But then every time I stand up, and I'm like, okay, we're chilling.
Yeah,
But it's just like, man,
I've never wakeboarded.
Neither have I.
it's cool. It's really
Or-
fun.
I was gonna say or waterboarded, but that's not.
I've never been in like
Waterboard.
Vietnam torture. So it's been a while.
It's been a while since my trip from Guantanamo Bay. I haven't been.
Oh my god. He said waterboard.
What is the other thing? There's wakeboarding. Like what's the
Um,
skiing thing?
Wait, there's
water
water
skiing.
skiing.
Yeah, water
And then
skiing.
there's wake skate.
Maybe
The
that's what I
skimboarding,
was-
right?
That's wake skating is what I do.
skimboarding's in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake skating is a wakeboard without the foot lock in. It's just grip on the top. That's what I do now
Jeez.
when we go to
Is
the
that
lake.
tough?
It's like tough in your brain because it's like,
Mhm.
how the hell am I going to stand up? My feet don't even lock in anything. So it's
Yeah.
basically just like you push the board against the water until the boat stands you up.
Yeah.
But once you get up, I actually prefer it to a wakeboard because it's so
okay.
free.
I
Like,
actually
and
did.
it's just basically grippy.
Have you ever seen
awesome.
those like indoor things where it's like water's getting shot
Yeah,
up
Oh,
and
like
you
yeah,
that
ride
with
it?
cruise ships.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
did that. I did that for the first time like 4 days ago.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
sick.
did it for
That's
an
sick.
optic video.
What were
Okay.
you
I-
riding?
Just this little like board they had there, it looked like a skateboard, but
Yeah,
it's so
that's
much
sick.
different than longboarding because I tried to ride it like a longboard the first
Yeah.
2 times,
Yep.
and he was like, put your left foot back, and I was like I kind of listened to him, but didn't
Yeah.
really. I like
Right.
put it
Yeah.
a little bit further back than usual,
Yep.
and I wiped the first 2 times, like just,
Yeah.
we're just water in my
Holy
fucking
cow.
nose
and then
and
it
stuff.
just sprays everywhere.
Yeah, and then I went there and I basically like had my left foot so far back that my toes and my heel were off the board.
Oh my god.
That's how far back.
Jeez.
And
Oh
then
my
and
God.
then I had balance. And I was like, this is so much different than
That's
like
crazy.
skateboarding, you know?
I wonder if it's
Skateboarding,
just
yeah.
like how pressurized the water is or something. I don't know.
I don't
Have you
know.
ever tried skateboarding?
Yeah, I mean,
Dude.
I used to dabble in skateboarding whenever I was in middle school, and then
Yeah.
Blake and his crew
Yeah,
longboarded, so I got a
yeah.
longboard in high
The
school.
farthest I made in skateboard was kickflip, and then I quit because it took me
I
so
could never kickflip.
long.
I never
to-
kickflipped.
No,
Yeah.
never got to there.
I knew
It
how
was
to do
mostly
it.
just like ride around ollie stuff, call it a
Yeah.
day.
Ollie stuff.
Literally, that's as far, man. Then I was like, dude, I quit. This is like too much.
Yeah.
Just to learn a kickflip took me forever.
Yeah.
I mean, a kickflip looks crazy though.
Yeah,
to
it
be
does.
fair.
Oh,
It's
it
like the
does.
basic
It's
trick.
just like the most simple. It's so elegant. Like every
Yeah.
time I see a skateboarder do a kickflip, I'm like, yeah, it's
Yep.
alright,
Yeah.
that's legit. When it gets too crazy, I'm like,
I don't know
okay,
what's
you kind of
happening.
lost me at
I
kickflip.
don't know what trick you just did. I don't know
You
what
lost
trick
me
you
at
did.
kickflip.
The ollie
Really love the
kickflip,
kickflip.
the ollie back kickflip, back flick, side flip. I'm like,
Actually, I
Oh,
think I did a kickflip on grass one time. Because
Okay.
like
yeah,
You had
you
to,
know
like,
how it
break
was
your toe
it,
underneath.
Yeah.
it was
rotate
easier to
yeah.
do it on grass
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
you
I
can
think so,
land
too.
it.
Yep.
yeah,
I think I did it like once or twice on grass, but never.
yeah, never that far.
Yeah. Never did it
Yeah.
on
Dude, longboarding was like your legs in Wilmington.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh.
never walked anywhere. I was just longboard
It's
everywhere.
longboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it rained so much that you'd be like late for class and you're like, oh, I'm gonna just longboard, and you take your longboard out and it's pouring rain, and then you accidentally are just like, oh, it'll be fine. You longboard in the
Yeah.
rain and then your wheels lock up.
Oh, dude, that's
Dude, I
Terrible.
wiped so hard on college campus one time.
I think you told me about this.
Dude.
I think
I don't know about this.
I think this was during our Skype days.
So I was going to class and I was late, and it had just rained, but it was no longer raining. So like the very light gray concrete, like that cement,
Yep.
like
Oh,
old
yeah.
cement, like it was
Yeah.
completely dry. So I was like, I was just going, like I was
Fucking-
late to class.
Yep.
So I was going, I had my backpack on, and then there's this one part where it like goes down a little bit, and then it's like fresh concrete, like black, like dark black concrete,
that
and it's
super
still wet.
reflective.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And so I go down there and I try to cut left, and my board flies, and my legs had to have been like in the air.
oh
Dude,
my
I
god.
hit, and it was like a little bit of pain, but like 90% embarrassment, and I'm just sitting there like I can't, like I've never, that's the first time
Yeah.
I ever fell.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And
Like, am I okay?
and my I think my no, I had my bag on, but I just like I stood up, and this little like super skinny black girl comes over and was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then this
Oh,
other like shaggy haired white dude, like I stand up and I'm talking to her, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know what just happened." And then like the dude like taps me on the shoulder, and he was like, "That was fucking wicked, bro." And then he hands me my longboard back, and I was
That
just
was
like,
fucking
what just
wicked.
happened?
That's
That was
incredible.
fucking. He just said that was fucking wicked, bro. And he had like
That's really
like shaggy
amazing.
hair, and I was
Yep.
like, what the hell just happened? But I
That's so
wiped.
nice.
What the heck?
Dude, so like there's at UNCW, the campus is like basically there's one huge street in the middle. Basically, it's not like drivable, it's just like bricks in the middle and two sidewalks on each side. It's called Chancellors.
Yeah.
It's Chancellors
Mhm.
Walk. So the whole thing is insane between class periods, but the whole thing was like with me and Sean, it's like, let's see how fast you can go and weave through with the longboard, because it's
Yep.
fun. It's like playing real time like Frogger. And so like we never hit anyone, but you have girls in there with the huge beach cruisers that they got for Christmas, because it's like,
Oh,
oh, I'm at Wilmington, it's a beach school, let me get a beach cruiser. They're literally yachts. And so they're sitting there
Whoa.
just like in the middle of Chancellors. And so there's other kids walking, people riding. Bro, I saw a guy hit a girl on a bike, full speed
What?
longboard. The sound, it was just like it's like if you took a Coke can and crumpled it, and they
Oh
both
my
went everywhere. I
God,
was
dude,
just like,
what
I'm late
the
for class,
heck?
bro.
I'm late for
Uh,
class, bro.
It was so loud.
I am not a witness.
It
I'm
was so loud. Another time, a lot of people rode the penny boards. You know, the really short.
Yeah. I
Yep.
have,
boards.
that's what I
Yep.
ride
So
now.
tons of people rode
penny
them.
boards.
And
Yeah, I
the
do.
middle of Chancellors is bricks. And there was this one time where there were a couple bricks missing. And so there's like
What?
cones everywhere. It was just like 1 week where like some rain or storm
Yeah.
or something messed up the bricks.
Oh,
Literally I'm walking at this time, so
Yeah.
I got full view of this, and there's not that many people out. Like it's not that crowded. So this guy's cooking. You know, like not even put your left foot down. Like just
Dang.
going,
Just feeling it.
Literally, I see his spinning board go. And the front wheel goes in there. I
No
swear
way.
it looked like he dolphin dived.
Oh my
Literally,
god.
Just
dolphin
like
dive,
flew.
hit his shoulder, and the whole Chancellors was just like, and everybody walked over to him, and like he couldn't even fake it. He's like literally like
Oh,
this.
dude.
He was hurt, dude.
You should have grabbed his board and been like, "That was fucking wicked."
fucking wicked. Next time.
Next time that happens, dude.
Oh my gosh.
So we watched the trailer for Detective Pikachu live on stream
Oh,
as soon as it dropped. And as Pokemon lover, actually, I want to know what you guys think as Did you play Pokemon, George?
I did not as much as you guys did. I don't think.
Yeah.
But
I
definitely
know up to Hoenn by Shadow.
So I don't even know what that meant.
Yeah, I don't know what
He just
that
said
means.
something. I don't know what
he
it
said
meant.
words. I think it was in English. I speak Spanish.
The first region is Kanto. That's the first 151. Second
It
is
wasn't
Johto.
English or Spanish. I know both of those.
Was
I
it
love
French?
Pokemon, man. So I got Pokeballs on all my guns. But,
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke.
So did I.
Yeah. It
When
was
you
kind of
first,
like,
you were like, "What the hell
Well,
did Ryan Reynolds just tweet?"
yeah.
Yeah,
it's like a
I
Deadpool-
I
it's
said
literally
that.
like a Deadpool.
Yeah.
I said that, and you guys were like, "I don't know. I must follow Ryan Reynolds." And I was like, "No, no, no. I'm not. I'm being very serious right now. What the hell
What?
did Ryan Reynolds
did he
just tweet?"
As soon as I saw like the furry Pikachu, I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because then it took my whole brain for a ride once I saw Jigglypuff, and Jigglypuff was furry, and I
Yeah.
was like,
Well,
I don't know the textures of Pokemon. Because to
Yeah.
me, Pikachu might have fur, he's a mouse. But
Yep.
Jigglypuff has always been this like squishy ball,
yeah,
like not furry.
yeah. I don't know. I mean,
No.
That took me for
because I thought it was a joke. Because have you ever seen that like fan made trailer? I think it came out when we were in high school. It was like a fan made trailer. It took them forever to make it, and it was like it was done by some like college production company or something.
Was it for Pokemon?
And it was for Pokemon, but it was like a fan made, and there was like there's like underground gyms, like gyms have been canceled,
That's
but they
sick.
still like
Okay.
fight Pokemon. And there was like a Pikachu at one point that's just like limping and hurt, and it's like,
Yeah.
and like
Sounds
there's
sick.
yeah, dude, it's dope, it's super
Yeah.
sick. But it's obviously it wasn't a real movie.
Yeah.
And when I first saw it, I was like, is this coming out? Like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
I'm pumped.
Dang.
So in my mind, I always
That's what
thought
you're imagining.
I always
Right,
thought the
this is fan-made.
first I always thought the
Yeah.
first live action Pokemon
Mhm.
movie was going to be based around the story.
Yep.
Right.
And then Ryan Reynolds tweets out himself as Pikachu, like bullshitting with some
In a
human dude.
hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you ever play Detective Pikachu? The video
I
game?
I
never-
Isn't it like a DS game?
I think I can't remember. I think
Like
it might
Pokemon,
be like a
when Pokemon started branching out is when I didn't play as much. There was like Pokemon
Yeah.
Puzzle League. There's
Yeah.
like the
the photographer one, the
like,
picture one.
I played Pokemon,
Pokemon
Snap.
Snap.
Yeah,
was
I,
the
that
I
was-
played that. I played that a little bit.
That's
I
a
remember
dope
that.
variant. But like when the DS games started coming out, that like when you tried to trade in, they were worth like 280.
Yeah.
No, I didn't play those.
Holy shit, there's a lot of
But-
them. Pokemon Rumble World, Pokemon Conquest, Pokemon Dash, Pokemon Magikarp Jump.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Dash is I think like a racing game, but like
yeah, Pokemon.
I
I,
just-
remember that. Yeah.
I did not play any of them. So I think Detective Pikachu is one of those. But
Yeah, so Detective Pikachu, it's the same Pikachu character. It's Pikachu with that like top hat or that like
okay,
that
little
little,
Sherlock
like-
kind of
yeah.
hat.
Yep.
So it was a game for the 3DS. Yeah. So I never played it, but I did know.
You know
I
about,
get
you know
the
about it.
approach but it's just like knowing Nintendo, at least from a fan of Smash,
Yeah.
where it's like I've heard about Nintendo, how they work with the community, like at least from one sector
Yeah.
of like gaming and stuff, and like how tight they are with their like permissions and copyright and everything. I can't believe that that's the first
Yeah.
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Like
That's
Nintendo's so like on
super
brand,
strict.
like
Yeah.
everything is strict. Like keep everything close.
Yep.
Yep.
And then the first thing
This
is
is Ryan.
Ryan Reynolds.
Deadpool Reynolds.
And they make him they're furry and they can talk.
Yeah.
Like that is
Yeah.
a jump. But I imagine like there's probably some people at Nintendo that were like, look, like I'm down to, take a risk here
Yeah.
and there, whereas they probably were a little more uptight before.
Yeah.
But they're probably trying
Yeah.
to push it a little more into culture again because I think Pokemon Go is so successful in a
The
cultural
dude,
sense.
I think the release of Pokemon Go probably opened a lot of eyes at Nintendo.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
and they were like, "Whoa, it's
lot.
not just kids that
Yeah,
want to put
exactly.
stickers on their Pokemon."
Because
Yeah.
because I feel like half the people playing Pokemon Go were like our age people.
Our
Like,
age
Oh
and
yeah.
older.
The
Like,
90s kids. for
we were the
sure.
ones walking around getting hit by cars because we were looking at our
Yeah.
phones.
Dude, if you could have seen, so I took a vacation up to Maryland right after Pokemon Go came out, like
Yeah.
a week afterwards. I still have pictures of what that city looked like.
Jesus.
for
Literally
real?
down at the harbor, it looked
Yeah.
like there was a concert and there was a Seadra.
No way.
There was a
Wow.
Seadra in the water and it looked like there was a concert.
Dude, that's
I'm
crazy.
I'm
Holy
telling you,
shit.
the entire city was playing. All the bars had like
Yeah.
Pokestop near here, like everything was Pokemon themed.
Wow, that's crazy.
Dude, it
Pokemon
was-
took over the world for a
dude,
second. dude.
Literally,
It
it
was a
took
cultural
over the
boom.
world. I've never seen anything like that. Like,
Oh yeah.
it had. I wonder how many people were playing Pokemon Go compared to how many people were playing Fortnite at its peak.
There has
You know
to
what
be
I mean?
close,
Like,
yeah.
it has to be
Yeah,
like close.
I have no mental scale of that. I mean, Fortnite.
Yeah.
Actually, no. It probably
insane,
wasn't
but
even close. And you got to
I bet
think,
Pokemon Go crushed it.
yeah,
I
like,
mean, you think
Yeah.
about internationally.
Oh yeah.
because there was so much hype that Fortnite hit 1 million players at once, right? Is that? I think that's what the case
I
was.
think so.
1 million
I think
players at once. There had to have been 5 times that
Dude,
for
nah, there's-
Pokemon
there's-
Go.
I
Oh,
want to look
dude.
at those numbers later because
Yeah, that'll be sick.
Dude, Formal used to tell me that he went down to a pier every night. He went down to the pier with his girl in Chicago, and
something would spawn there.
yeah, because there were like 5 Pokestops, and then like it was a high traffic area for like really
Yep.
good
Holy
Pokemon.
cow.
So they would sit down, and he said there were hot dog stands until like 5 in the morning, just like lining the pier, and
Dude, he was
on
serious.
the
Yeah.
outskirts of the entire pier were people just sitting there, just waiting.
This is
And-
exactly how I played it.
Wow. Dude, that's crazy.
And then people would they would go on like forums and stuff where you
Yeah.
could tell where certain Pokemon were spawning, and then
Yep.
they would get up and run. He said at some points everyone on the pier at once would get up and run.
And go.
And
Wow.
they like run to go get like some
Yep.
sort of
Well,
like
you can
big
see
ass
it.
Pokemon.
Like if you get close enough, you'll see one of the rare ones pop
Yeah.
up, and it's just like, oh snap, because they're
Yeah,
only there
yeah.
for a limited amount of time.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
never
we drove around my neighborhood. It doesn't let you play while you drive
Yeah.
because so if you're going faster than a certain miles per hour, it doesn't spawn anything, which obviously very smart.
Yeah.
But we
Yep.
would drive around our neighborhood at like 3 a.m. at like 6 miles per hour playing because that was the cap, and so you
Yeah.
could get all the Pokestops as you went.
Dude, that's crazy.
Just nuts. But dude,
I
it's
forgot
like
about that shit.
that was
That's-
such. I bet like later on in life, people are gonna analyze that time and be like, there was a bunch of people wandering
yeah.
With their
United
phones.
States in random locations at one point. So in Maryland when I was on that trip, it was me and Steph with our phones out, and like 3 other people come, and there was a Pokestop in a graveyard. It's during the day, so it's not that creepy. But
Yeah.
like it's like 5 20-year-olds in a graveyard
Oh my
just
god.
talking
dude.
about Pokemon.
Yeah.
So funny. And like people would be like, what are the teams? Can't remember.
I can't even remember.
I don't remember.
There's
Oh.
it's Zapdos, Articuno,
Yeah.
and Moltres.
I can't remember.
Oh,
I literally can't.
I
even
gotta
remember.
know.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
One of them starts with a V, right? Val.
We're gonna hit Instinct, Valor, Mystic.
Valor.
Yep.
I was
you
Mystic.
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that shit's crazy. It's like crazy to think about, and I wonder how many people are still playing Pokemon.
I think I've heard it's a lot.
Go.
I've heard it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
compared to like a normal like a normal other app, they're doing really well.
Yeah.
But it's just not as culturally insane.
And people will say it died, but it didn't die. It just birthed somehow.
Yeah.
Like it was just had this incredible start.
But I think that's probably what they're aiming for with the movie.
Yeah.
Is like, this is in theaters. A lot of people that aren't necessarily diehard Pokemon fans that are going to play like the games are going to see it and be like, yo, this is sick.
Yeah.
They'll probably incorporate something like that into the movie, to be honest.
I do think there's, I think it's kind of perfect the way they're doing it in like a weird way, because at first I wasn't mad, but I was thinking people are going to be mad that this is happening. And I wasn't like I wasn't like really I mean, maybe I wasn't like skeptical. I was more just like, what the hell is this? Like, what?
Yeah.
What is this? You know?
Yep.
And if it was anybody else besides Ryan Reynolds,
I will trust him to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If there's anyone that can pull that off, it is him, because his movies are literally comedy.
Yeah.
Dude, the Deadpool movies are hilarious.
Dude,
I think it's far enough away. If it was too, I say realistic loosely because it's all a fictional world of battling monsters.
Yeah.
But if they tried to be too like on point with the game, I think it would be too childish. Like, a lot of people would tune out because like, I don't want to watch Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't care about like Pokemon battles.
I think so. I think so too. And I think like people were like, why wouldn't it like just be Indigo League, but you know, like live action? It's like, well, we've played Red, Blue, and Yellow. Then we played, you know, Fire Red, Leaf Green. Like we've played even in the second games too, Soul Silver and Heart Gold, and it's the same. You go through that whole league so many times. You've watched the movies, you've watched the TV show. Like, you want to do it again? Like,
yeah.
It's the same. It's the same way. Like, they've made so many different Spider-Mans, but at the same time, like, every Spider-Man is a little bit different. Like, but it's still just like
basic.
Holy shit! I've seen
the
Spider-Man.
same story.
I've seen Spider-Man 9 times. Yeah, it's like
the same Batman.
Yeah, at least this is a little different, and it's a little strange, but oh well. Like, at least we'll be able to see what you know, 3D models look like of Pokemon for the first time.
It's gonna be so funny. I can't wait for the first Pokemon that drops an F-bomb. That's gonna be a time. Imagine.
Is it rated R?
Like, dude, it's Ryan Reynolds.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
There's no way.
That's true.
Ryan Reynolds is just like
in the trailer talking about like a hot chick. So there's no way.
Ryan Reynolds is just like, I'll play Pikachu, but I gotta cuss. Nintendo's like, it's like, it's Detective fucking Pikachu.
But dude, it's gonna be like some memey Pokemon, like a Slowbro.
Like, fuck. Can he understand every Pokemon or just Pikachu?
I'm guessing it's everyone.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna
That's
be everyone.
so weird.
That would be crazy.
I would think so.
Dude, that's crazy.
I like his character though. Like the young like hip city kid. Like, I'm down with that.
Yeah. It's gonna be nuts.
So it's gonna be like Space Jam, right? The movie with
that's so weird.
No
That's
idea.
so weird you said that, because wait, you never saw Space Jam?
I did, but like, it's not in my brain. It's like, I'm sure I watched it as a kid, but probably too young to like really
Space Jam's in my
soak
brain.
it up.
Oh yeah,
It's not in my brain.
It's weird because we talked about on the Optic podcast, we talked about the Pokemon thing, and then I went into Space Jam from that.
Really?
That's what I thought when I saw that movie. I was like, that almost looks like Space
Well, it is
Jam.
like humans integrated with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
True.
I think that was the first time that I had seen a human integrated. There was there was like a Looney Tunes one too, where it was like Looney Tunes all beside. It wasn't Space Jam.
It was like the what's the freaking
very old school, super old school, like 70s, I want to say, or something like that. And actually, I don't remember what it was. I can't even remember. But the actor that played that, he said he had to talk to cartoons for so long that he started hallucinating. In order to cope with the character, he started hallucinating to actually talk to these characters, these cartoons,
Yeah.
to the point where whenever the show was over, he saw them everywhere. Like whenever he went anywhere, he saw
Holy
them, and he said he
cow.
would talk to himself, and he had to like go to rehab in order to not see.
So that movie,
I can't remember
that
the
movie
name of
fucked him
the.
up.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Dude,
isn't
that's
that crazy?
crazy.
I can't remember the name of
Jeez.
it though. Oh well.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
Difficulties of the job. Good
yeah,
lord.
right?
Hope the
Yeah.
Looney Tunes movie was sick. This guy's going to rehab for it.
Right? What
Oh my
the
word,
heck?
that's crazy.
Roger Rabbit, right? Who is it? Roger Rabbit?
Who framed?
Who
Roger
framed?
Rabbit?
Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It was that guy.
Isn't there like a animated character in there that's like a chick with like huge
boobs. I'm looking
Yeah.
at her right now.
Mhm.
There you go.
I literally I googled it. I googled Space Jam, and then I went to like movies like, and then
Yeah.
this image popped up, but I don't.
Yep.
I don't know how to show it,
Yep.
but
Probably
Yeah.
got a lot
She-
of dads going to the
dude,
movies.
holy
like, yeah, I'll see
shit,
it.
Yeah, I'll see it.
dude! What? How is this
What?
appropriate? Her boobs are
What?
huge,
Oh,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're
dude.
out.
Yep. You got to get people to the movies, man.
Yep, you gotta get
19,
him some.
1988.
That's why I'm telling you, slow bro. He's dropping the
1988.
F-bomb.
Yeah, slow bro might be dropping the F bomb.
Do you guys remember the old school Pokemon movies? Do you ever watch I don't know if you watched any, but the
I
very
did.
first one,
I
Mewtwo Strikes Back.
remember whoever died and he got revived. I can't
That
remember who it was.
Pikachu, and then
Yeah.
Ash gets turned into stone, and
Yeah, then-
spoilers.
Yeah.
Pokemon-
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers! He's in 1995.
I remember watching that movie.
Pokemon
Yeah, that's
2000,
the- that's
right?
the
Or
first
that-
one. 2000's the one with Lugia and the 3 legendary birds.
Wait, so what was the first one? What was the Mewtwo Mew one called?
Mewtwo Strikes Back. Is that it?
Mewtwo Strikes Back. Yeah.
I know there is a movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. I don't know. There's 2 Mewtwo movies though, so maybe that's the second one.
I thought, damn, that's crazy. I didn't know Pokemon.
Isn't it just
2000.
called Pokemon the first movie?
Maybe.
It could be
I think it's literally the first movie.
the first
Oh
movie.
shit! I typed in
Pokemon, the first
I
movie.
typed in Pokemon movie, and it's just.
Oh yeah, good luck.
Oh.
Good luck right now. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm ashamed.
Pokemon the first movie. Yeah.
Okay,
There
and
you
then
go.
Mewtwo Strikes Back is another one with like Giovanni and Team Rocket. That one's actually dope. Like no one's ever seen that one
Yeah, I don't think
that
I
I've
saw
ever
that
talked
one.
to, but it's really good.
What's it called?
It's like Mewtwo Strikes Back. I think the cover is like a black Team Rocket helicopter and like Mewtwo on it. But you've probably watched 2000. That's the one that other people have seen, which is
I've watched
Lugia.
2000. No, well, I think I watched all of them, but
Oh, okay.
I watched all of them whenever I was a freshman in college.
Okay.
Oh, but
Yeah, because I went on this like I was like playing Pokemon MMO.
Yeah.
Remember that? And I was like
Oh,
on
yeah.
this like Pokemon wave for some reason.
That was a fun game.
Pokemon MMO.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
We played that with Monkey.
With Monkey, yeah.
Yep.
That shit was fun. But it didn't last very long because we went back
Nah,
to
it
COD.
didn't. Yep.
But it was like do you guys go through well, I guess we can finish talking about Pokemon movies first. Dude, they're still making Pokemon movies.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know the last 2.
When was the last
Region.
one?
Holy shit.
There's
2018.
I stopped knowing the regions after is it X and Y or Black and White? I think it was Black and White.
We played Black and White.
Yeah, we did. And that was the last one I played like enough to actually play and like know
Yeah.
some of the Pokemon, but I don't know those Pokemon anymore.
Yeah.
My basic
I
knowledge
got into
stopped
Black
at
and White.
the third region. So it's first one's Kanto, then Johto, and then Hoenn. Hoenn's like Trico, Mudkip.
I remember
No?
Mudkip.
Okay.
But I just remember I remember the first one, obviously. Everyone does. I'll always have
Yeah.
love for that one. And then
Johto's my favorite.
Johto a little bit.
Dude.
A little
Johto
bit.
is so good. Totodile, Chikorita, Cyndaquil.
Yeah. See
God,
those I was
love-
like
that's
really into it when it first came out, but
Yeah.
then I fell off and then it just got overwhelming. It was just like
Johto's my favorite, and Kanto's like COD 4 to me. Johto's my MW2. COD 4 is
Dude,
Kanto.
I
It's
never
like, I
went
love
that far.
that
I
dude.
never went that far, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I had some cards. I like played Pokemon Yellow, but like
Yep.
I have love for it the same way I think any average person my age has love for it. Where it was
Oh,
like,
dude, I have
it-
binders of cards, dude.
yeah,
Did you have binders with the little white
Yep.
sheets? Where you
hell,
put the
yeah.
cards in?
Oh hell
My,
yeah.
my mom used to go to
Binders.
the flea market and buy all of the super expensive rare cards and then
Yep.
keep them in a binder and put them up on this dresser, and that however many A's I got on my report cards, I got to choose one of the holographic cards. And if I got a B, I had to choose one from the next page. So
Dude,
the better
what?
the better grades I
Who?
got
Serious?
is my mom.
Your mom did this?
When she went to the flea market and
Oh
bought
my
like
God.
nice cards, And
Jeez.
so
That's genius.
I remember working my ass off for a shiny Kabutops, dude.
Holy that is
Yep.
genius.
Yep. And if
Dude,
I got
she's so
lower
smart.
grades, I had to choose from the lower down pages, and I couldn't get the
Dude,
best ones.
what? That's crazy.
It's freaking
Wow.
sick.
That is
It was
dope.
I mean, like literally,
that's
I
something you
still
don't
treasure the cards. I feel like I
Yeah.
earned them.
I was gonna say that's
Yep.
something you probably didn't appreciate when you were younger, but now that you think about
I
it,
don't think I understood the genius behind it, but
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I gotta work for these cards.
Yeah.
Like I need that
that's
card.
crazy. That is super
Oh, yeah.
genius.
Yep. I'll stop talking about Pokemon.
I don't know. I think we're talking about Pokemon, but at the same time, I
It's
don't
more
know.
cultural.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Like, I
90s
love
kids.
Pokemon so
Yeah,
much,
we're
dude.
90s kids.
We are 90s kids.
Everything from the 90s is coming back.
Oh yeah.
Y'all been to
100%.
Target recently?
No.
Mhm. What?
90s.
90s.
All 90s stuff.
Style is all 90s. Everything from the 90s is coming back.
So I
Yeah.
can wear my jean shorts back.
Yes. And you
Hell
know
yeah. Shorts,
go look
baby.
at
Cargo
Hell yeah.
shorts or
Hell
10
yeah.
years.
obviously all the photographers and bloggers I see, like, dude, if you go and look at like women's like blogging style right now, it's like those skinny glasses that are
Mhm.
so terrible, like halfway
Mhm.
see through.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, 90s.
90s is back, baby.
90s is back.
Do you think do you think music will come back around? Like
90s.
okay,
Like how?
Has it ever?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Like how?
that's a good
Does
point.
anything come back around?
In music?
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of like electronic artists making like retro sounding 80s like synth.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Like all the Dr. Disrespect music,
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
the stuff he plays, like that whole playlist, if you look at it, they're all new bands. They're just making stuff that mimics that whole retro
Huh.
That era. and
kind of
stuff.
80s feel.
Because I
So
was
in
like,
that sense, I get it.
I obviously like I've been listening to a lot of like I don't know old school like rock like
Mhm.
lately, and then I went and
Mhm.
saw ever since I went and saw Bohemian Rhapsody, which was a really good movie.
Mhm.
You know, I just realized how many amazing songs Queen had, and I was just
Yeah.
like, I wonder if like they were playing rock concerts for hundreds of thousands of people, and it's
Yep.
like that doesn't really happen nowadays. Like unless you're, you know, Taylor Swift, Bruno Mars, like that.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you're not selling out
Yeah.
arenas.
Pop.
You're not
Yeah.
selling out
Music, for sure.
stadiums. You know.
Yep.
Yep.
But I wonder if it'll come back. I think the last like mainstream rock artist, if you can even call him that, was like John Mayer. John
Mhm.
Mayer would sell out, you know,
Yeah.
arenas and stadiums, and he was, you know, shredding a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, who
That
else?
dude is talented.
Like
Yeah, John Mayer. Yep.
insanely,
so
insanely
He's like
talented.
42,
I guess I don't know.
which is
I
crazy.
don't know. I don't know how old he is.
I don't know. I saw him live though, and
That's
It's crazy. I was listening to a bunch of his stuff yesterday. I was editing, so it's like in my brain.
yeah, he has some of my favorite.
I think it
songs of all
depends
time.
on what our age and slightly younger are into.
That's true.
Mhm.
Because obviously we
like right now it's
lived-
like hip hop. Like most of the time it's like, oh yeah, Drake, oh
yeah.
Migos.
Yeah, like hip hop
Yeah.
is rock.
Astro World.
It replaced rock and roll.
Oh yeah, hip hop
In my
definitely.
opinion, and we also lived through. We have lived, which is crazy to say. We've like lived through the electronic era. Like
Oh, yeah.
obviously, prior to us, there was disco and there was like other
Mhm.
things like that.
When I
but, like,
hear Skrillex
techno.
now, I'm like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dude,
dang, I
Skrillex was like
forgot.
on the radio.
I forgot
the-
about.
like
Yeah,
super
like I forgot
yeah,
about
I do
like
not hear that anymore.
dubstep. Like dubstep doesn't really like it still exists, but like it's not
Yeah.
mainstream anymore. Like if you hear
No.
dubstep, you're like, wow, that is.
Yeah.
I
But-
don't really like that anymore.
But it's fizzled down. It's like boiled down into like there is almost an electronic like little beat in the back of
In
every song. I hear
Every
from the radio
song,
now.
every
Yeah.
song.
Everyone.
It's
Which I mean, it's
crazy.
definitely stemmed from that. It's just like oh, like chill step, oh, like electronic, just like
chill step, trip hop, lo-fi,
yeah,
glitch,
step.
yeah. Like
Dude,
everything is
so
some
many.
step or hop or
Yep.
some
Yep.
sort of like you have to just take music and then just like
Mix it with something.
electrify it, and then
Yeah.
you can
Just
put it
electrify
out.
some music.
So that's why I wonder if like guitar, bassist, drummer, lead singer is ever going to come back. Like if that's going to come back
Well,
around, because I know it still
I'm
exists. People are going to be like Paramore, like Eric said, like there's definitely things like there are bands out there that
in
still
like
make
a boom
music,
sense. Yeah,
but it's not like on the radio you hear Def Leppard, you know, like I almost said Led, like Van Halen, like all of these different rock bands like back to back to back to back on the radio. Like that's.
But to be fair, I feel like it might be because of like whatever is innovative and new. That's what people are like, oh yeah, but you haven't heard this.
Yeah,
it's like rock was new at the time.
Yeah.
Like heavy distortion on guitars and stuff. Like that was like, oh, but you don't know this music.
Yeah.
Same with like metal music. Like I think people like enjoying and like really getting into a genre of music that like is new. I mean, it's like trap music,
or
like
something
music
fresh.
Dude, the
like
first time I heard
5,
trap, I was like,
8
this
years
was
ago.
made for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
I'm just starting to listen. I know Spanish trap is a new thing.
Yeah,
and that's all I listen to now.
For
It's
real?
fresh.
I mean, I think it's like as things become new, it's like, oh, but this is sick. Like, and
Because
you
it's
want
new,
to
it's
want to
refreshing.
circulate it. Yeah.
Because after you hear for a while, it's like it just comes repetitive.
That's why I know I'm a Ed Sheeran huge fanboy, but like that's what blows my mind. It's like whoever
he's talented for sure.
Whoever opens for Ed, it's like full band, and then when he's about to come out, the whole stage goes blank.
Just clears.
Yeah.
It's just blank, and they bring out one loop pedal, like one like pedal board. That's it. It's him, an acoustic guitar, a mic, and a pedal board. And that's and he's on like huge stages, and it's just him in the center, and it's literally him, an acoustic, and a loop pedal. That's
crazy.
The whole thing.
Wow.
And he's like literally I think that show was like almost capped at the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's where I just saw him. And stadium's freaking massive.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, could you even imagine?
Granted, a part of it was like not available to be seated before I get corrected, but
yeah,
so many people.
It's
one guy.
I can't even imagine. Like they like on the watching Bohemian Rhapsody, and obviously it's a lot. Some of it's CGI, but they did get a lot of real people out there. They put it out. They said if you're a fan of Queen and want to be in a Queen movie, come watch a concert. Or reenacting Live Aid.
Yeah.
And
Holy cow.
The main actor was like, you have no idea what it's like. He was like, I'm an actor, and I felt like I was a rock star performing to, you know, like people, thousands of people. And so they have a shot, and obviously it's, you know, dramatized, but still they have a shot of him, you know, playing Freddie Mercury behind stage, just like jumping up, and then they open the curtain and it's just a sea of people just freaking out. Like I can't even imagine that feeling.
That'd be insane, dude.
Yeah.
I really
don't understand how you stay that composed.
Yeah, and then he goes out there, and the first thing he says is "Ayo," and then points to, and then the whole crowd is like "Ayo," and then he goes back and forth with the crowd, and there's thousands of people. Like that is, I would just go out there and be like,
take streaming. Make it the biggest stream on Twitch, and then make it 100,000 times harder because you're in person.
Because you're in person,
standing there. Yep.
That shit is just crazy, man. It's crazy what, and now like the only time you really see that anymore is like at festivals. I think right. It's like the only time you see that. Well, I guess it was Live Aid was a festival, so
it's like that many people just like sardine, like the whole crowd is just
But now
shoulder to shoulder.
But now those sort of festivals, instead of like actual bands, it seems like it's more of like, you know,
kind of a conglomerate of everything.
It's like mostly
big party.
It's like 20 bands.
Yeah, it's like rap and electronic mostly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think one day I'd like to see rock come back around. I think it might happen, but I don't know if it's going to be in like the next 20 years. It might be like.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a ripped AC/DC shirt at Target last week. So.
Yeah, but those are cool because it's throwback, you know?
Yeah.
And all of those bands, like, from like the Beatles until like
That's what I was gonna say. A lot of people do that now.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, my favorite band's the Beatles. I'm like, well,
Yeah, right.
I like the Beatles, but like,
Name
I
me
know
3
why.
songs.
I know why you chose them.
my ex's brother got a got a shirt from Target,
Yeah.
and then and I remember she was like, "Why do you even know that band?" And he was like, "Liner Skynyrd."
Of course, I know Liner Skyler, dude.
I'll never forget it. And
You should have gone. But do you know Leonard?
But do you know his brother Leonard? He was sick. Very similar spelling, way different.
And I was just like,
Liner Skyner.
Liner Skynyrd, man.
Oh no.
So that's like
You should have gone. Give me the shirt right now.
And I think she said something like, "You're lucky that you only said that to me instead of like a group of people."
Yep. Oh, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
Dude, holy cow.
I don't know. We'll see. But we
How
are
long have we
full
been
time.
talking?
We just hit an hour, so
Hey.
Ooh.
yeah,
Oh, that was fun.
that was
I could
fun.
talk
We had
for
fun.
decades.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
We are full time though. Thank you so much, Elgato.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
Many
you guys.
blessings, Elgato.
Thank you guys for watching as well.
For real.
And that's been the Summercast. So we shall see you next time.
Cheers.
Peace.
Peace.